Okay, so first up, let's talk about your customer moments. Now, what I mean by this is really understanding what your customers are going through. This really underpins everything we do with YouTube advertising. And in the agency, we have a bit of a mantra, really, that is start with the user. With all of our clients, we're looking to understand their customers and what they're doing on YouTube in the first place, so we know how to talk to them and we know how to target those particular people as well, and know how to position the offering so they actually want to go and buy the product or the service. Now, here's the thing, what most companies tend to do is they look at the products or services they have, they try and create a beautiful video ad to really display and demonstrate their value, and then they try and get that video in front of as many people as possible that kind of would be potentially interested. And what I'm asking you to do for YouTube is to almost flip that around and start not with your products and services, but instead start with the user, start with your customer. If you can understand exactly what they're doing on YouTube and why they're there in the first place, then you can start speaking to people in a way that's not salesy. You don't have to be any sort of salesman at all, in fact. What you're doing instead is you're communicating. You're looking at them almost like an eye-to-eye, one-to-one communication, and you can talk directly to them. You can drop all the salesmanship and you can just start talking to them like you would do if you were in real life. When you do that, obviously people on YouTube absolutely love it because they get that genuine side of you. Now, what I'm going to do is walk you through and make you understand why people go to YouTube and what they're doing on YouTube, so you can start creating ads that will really resonate with them and make them want to buy your programs and your products and your services, as opposed to you selling your programs, your products and services. All right, so let's first of all talk about the 4 reasons why people might go to YouTube in the first place. Now, you might go to YouTube, and let's take you for an example for now. You might go there because you want to know something, you're looking to learn something, and so you go to YouTube, you look up information, and you're hoping to watch some sort of educational video. Maybe you go to YouTube because you want to know how to do something. You go through this moment in time where you're thinking, do you know what, I really need to know how to do this. I know a couple of people that I've been speaking to recently at Christmas, their boiler broke down and they went to YouTube and they fixed it by watching a YouTube video. Now we've all had that scenario or similar scenarios to that, and watching a video and seeing how to do things. I know that we use lots of different types of software and tools, etc. in the business, and we often go to YouTube to see tutorials about how to use these different tools that we might be using in the business. Likewise, you might go to YouTube because you're looking to buy something. And I can't tell you the number of videos that are out there about unboxing videos. This is people on YouTube unboxing products on video, and these videos go viral. It's crazy. But the thing is, with these videos, there's so many other videos out there about people reviewing products. The people using products and saying, this is this one versus this one. This is why I like this one and don't like this one. There's so many videos on that with hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions of views, about very specific products indeed, because we're all looking for that certainty to know that the products we're about to buy we're going to be making a good decision. I know when my second son was born, we've got 2 little boys, they're 15 months apart. And when they were born, we were looking for a very specific type of stroller, one that would have a 1.5-year-old and one that would have an infant baby. And it's not easy to find those types of strollers, so we had to go online, look for information, and the most helpful videos out there were on YouTube from other mothers that were reviewing the different strollers and different buggies that were out there. And I was loving those videos because they were showing me how they collapse, how they work, whether it was easy or not, the price points, where they fit in the back of the car. And it was the videos from the authentic mothers that can actually tell me which ones were best. And so my wife and I made the decision to buy from these YouTube videos. But of course, when we're on YouTube looking this sort of information up, guess what? The advertisers are never there. They're still not there. Google's official stats is that 1 out of 10 brands are there when their customers are looking for their products and services. So I would have been ready to buy, I would have had credit card in hand, ready to buy a stroller of some sort, but no company was selling on YouTube at that time. And it's the time when I'm ready to buy. So have a think about your customers and where they're at and whether you can get in front of them. And likewise, a lot of people go to YouTube. This works out as 53% of people, in fact, go to YouTube to be inspired or watch videos that they love to watch. Now, this is really interesting because, of course, some people are out there to watch videos by Justin Bieber, and we all love Justin Bieber, of course. But let's also take a look at other videos that you might go to YouTube to watch. As an entrepreneur, I love watching videos by people like Simon Sinek, by Gary Vaynerchuk, by Seth Godin, and other people that I really respect in the marketplace. I'm not necessarily going there to look for certain content. I'm just reading and watching their videos because I want to see what they're up to and what advice they might have. So I'm following them because I have a passion for their content. And this is exactly the same thing with your customers. They will be going to watch certain videos from some of your, some thought leaders in your space, and it's a perfect time for you to get in front of that audience as well, should your audience share those common interests. Okay, so that's the 4 reasons why we might visit YouTube. And those are the ones that you want to be paying attention to. And have a think about your audience and why they go to YouTube as well. But I'm going to categorize them into more of an offline world. And the reason I do this because I think online, a lot of people get confused with the numbers, with the fact there are digital ways of advertising. But I love to go back to basics. I follow the old school methods. I love people like Ogilvy, like Claude Hopkins, etc., going back in time and really thinking about how human beings actually interact with each other. Now, if we break these down, you're going to have different types of people. So people that are in the I want to know or I want to do mentality are people that are actually doing their research and reviewing products. The people that are in that buying mode, looking at review videos, these people are, I'm ready to buy, but I just need that certainty. Maybe I just need to do a few last minute comparisons between different models. And then some people are going to be, I'm interested in this stuff. I'm not necessarily ready to buy, but I'm watching Gary Vaynerchuk's videos, I'm watching Seth Godin's videos, because I'm just generally interested in marketing and I love those guys. So it's kind of like different types of audiences mean different things. Now, these 3 different mindsets, funnily enough, offline work in a way that used to be just how we used to interact when it came to being in a physical bricks and mortar store. So, if we bring these 3 mindsets together, you would have other considerations you might think about as well, things like gender, location, device, time of day, etc., that you can all use by targeting. But really what we're looking at is to say, if you're interested in this information, in potentially what you have to offer, those people are kind of like your window shoppers. So I'm interested in Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm interested in Seth Godin, but when I go to YouTube, I'm kind of just watching their videos, showing people that I'm interested in entrepreneurship, and interested in starting a business or running a business or being more productive in a business and how to promote a business perhaps, because I'm following those people that would almost display that type of behavior. So I would be considered a window shopper for a lot of different types of businesses that would look to sell to me. Like I would love to be able to sell to all of Gary Vaynerchuk's viewers, because those people that are watching Gary Vaynerchuk's videos are likely to be my sort of customer as well. And guess what? That's exactly what we do. Okay, so that you've got the window shoppers there. You also have like in-store shoppers. These people have almost, if you imagine having a bricks and mortar store, have come into store and are talking to the sales representatives, asking questions about the different products or services that you might provide and wanting to know more information. These people are doing their research. So the reason I like to take this offline, because the reason I talk about these people as window shoppers or in-store shoppers, is because now we can really picture these people. And we would know, if we were in that scenario, we would know how to communicate to these people. And that's really, really important. And finally, you've got the people that are ready to buy. They know what products they want, they know what services they're looking for. They probably even are ready to make a purchase, but it's that last few things. It's whether the price point is correct, whether there's some sort of guarantee in place, how can they make that purchase as easy as possible. And so what I'm trying to do here is trying to show you that whilst the digital space and whilst YouTube advertising and AdWords can all be very confusing, what we're going to do is simplify things. You're going to be getting in front of different types of customers, and they're going to be either people that are window shoppers, in-store shoppers, or checkout shoppers. And I'll walk it through with you and show you how you can get in front of these types of audiences. But they're all on a timeline, because they are going to be making decisions and moving closer and closer to making that decision of buying from either you or one of your competitors. And it's your job to get in front of people, be helpful, and then position it so that your products and services look very attractive to them, so they make a decision to go with you as opposed to somebody else. In the next video, we're going to be talking about how to create the perfect ad for these different types of audiences.